Welcome back, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, my returnee subscribers, and those who are watching without subscriptions. You guys are sweetly awesome. Thank you all. Please, those who are watching without subscriptions, I'm asking you guys to go ahead, smack the red button, click the notification bell, so whenever we upload, you'll be able to get notified. On this very particular video, you are going to hear Mazi Simon Ekpa blowing hot on why we have should a very serious Nigeria a lesson by activating economic sanction against the politicians. We have a very serious concern.
Our leader have not been seen since the last court, and some of you do not understand why our leader have not been seen by anybody. Our concern now should be, why have the DSS refused access to Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra? That should be our concern. And of course, in this broadcast today, we are going to call on the politician in Biafra land to pull out every military formation from Biafra land. We do not want to see military anymore gallivanting and killing people in our villages, in our communities. We will bring this particular war not to the military, but to those who are responsible in bringing those military to them, to our place. So we are today giving notice to the politicians who have now militarized our territory. They have turned the democratic process and democratic government into a military dictatorship. They have turned Biafra into a war zone. So we are giving them between now and the 15th of March to pull out military from Biafra land. We are not saying you should leave your barracks. We are not saying, but you must be out of our villages. We do not want to see military operation anywhere in Biafra land starting from the 15th of March 2022. Starting from the 15th of March 2022, if we see any military going around and burning any houses, we will bring war to those who break them. Not only the military. And it is going to be very, very clear. From the 15th of this month, if you continue to come and kill our children, kill our women, kill our men and our elderly people, render them homeless, and create IDP camp where there are not supposed to be IDP camp in the 21st century, we are going to bring the war to those who were bringing this military and who ordered them to come to our land. And we know who you are. So we want the politicians between now and the 15th of March to sit up and put Biafra land in order. We don't want to see any kind of chaos anymore in Biafra, except that you want the war to continue in Biafra land after the 15th of this month, and there is no concrete arrangement to pull the military out of our land. We will bring war to every politician in Biafra land, starting from the House of Assembly to the state governors, because you are the one who bring the military. And if you are not the one who bring the military, you come publicly and say you are not the one and you don't have hand in bringing the military, so that we will exonerate you. So we are calling on the governors, we are calling on House of Assembly members, we are calling on those state executives to come openly before the 15th of March to either exonerate themselves or take responsibility like Hope Uzodinma, because Hope Uzodinma have come publicly to say he is the one bringing military to kill our people. So his own is that he has made it very clear, and we know how to get to him at the end of the day when the time comes. So we are saying that we are giving the politician and the political leaders of the Southeast between now and the 15th of March to pull military out of Biafra land. Otherwise, we are not just going to take this war to them, we will start from them. Because when you want to solve problem, you go to the root. We don't go to up and solve it from down. So we are going to start from them who are in the position and they are using their power and their political position to bring military to kill those who elected them. From the 15th of this month, we will close the door. We will close the door. But if between now and the 15th of March, there is any sign of responsibility from the leaders in the Southeast, that will be open for us to cool down. Apart from that, we will call entire Biafrans to begin to compile lists of those who are responsible in bringing military to our land to kill our women and children. And we are going to answer this case when the time comes at the ICC. And they will tell us why it's so important that the land of the southeast of Nigeria called Biafra is under siege. Is under siege by military, armored tanks, and what have you. You are going to tell that to the ICC in due time. Because we will compel you. We will compel the ICC to come. We will compel the United Nations to come. We are going to compel the international community to remember you. That is the announcement one. Number two, we know that in Akwa Ibom State, Governor Ayade is preparing to set up a camp, a fake camp of the Eastern Security Network. If you are part of those who they are going to use with those that I don't want to mention their name again, because I said after yesterday, I will not mention the criminals in the leadership and I will not mention them. But we have gotten the intel that they are planning setting up some fake camp in Akwa Ibom State. If you are part of those who they have deceived or who they are going to deceive to come to Akwa Ibom State and set up a camp to fight against Eastern Security Network, you will have yourself to regret. You will have yourself to blame. We also have intel that today, Ayade and those who are responsible in recruiting you have shared rice to you. They have shared money to you. And if you know anybody from Akwa Ibom State, inform them that any camp that is being set up to fight against Eastern Security Network, that place will be a dead zone. We want to also make it very clear that Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally, for he has committed no crime. Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. He committed no crime. All he does and he did was to agitate for the freedom of Biafra people. And Biafra people gave him mandate. That's why when he talk, they listen. And to this effect of releasing Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, and of course, Biafra prisoners that the Nigeria government are holding in different correctional centers unjustly. To this effect and for this reason, starting from this week, I am calling on Biafrans to begin the enforcement of the economic sanction. Economic sanction. I am calling on Biafrans to start the enforcement of economic sanction starting from this week. The economic sanction against internally generated revenue, the economic sanction against all revenue, any revenue at all, because you cannot be killing our people and are extorting money from them. You can't create anarchy in our land and you at the same time you make money from them. You cannot be killing our women and at the same time you extort money from them. The jihad that is being committed in Biafra land using the state actors must stop. So, and we know that it is not going to stop until something extraordinary is done. We know that these killings and the ethnic cleansing of Biafra people will not stop until we show them that we are crazy. We know that these particular killings being sponsored by Nigeria government, silent killing, silent annihilation of Biafra people will not stop until we show the politicians how crazy we are. And we are going to show them how crazy we are. And for that reason, I am calling on all Biafran that starting from this week, we want to see the enforcement of economic sanction. Economic sanction must be enforced in Biafra land. The tax and the revenue collectors must be put on notice with immediate effect, starting from this week. The next thing we are going to discuss is also the reason why Nnamdi Kanu have not been granted access. And like we are saying, like we have said it, and we have said it several times, every activities and actions that Biafrans are going to take going forward have nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. Absolutely nothing. You all listened and watched what transpired in the court, the last court of Nnamdi Kanu. I analyzed how the brother Emmanuel Kanu was disturbing, spying the legal team. And I believe that the exact word the senior advocate of Nigeria, well-respected Ozekome, used on Emmanuel Kanu was stop stalking us. Stop stalking. You are stalking me. You are stalking us. Mean that Emmanuel Kanu,
thank you for watching.
was just being a spy.